Nicki reposted another White House TikTok, and it was literally celebrating Trump's policies. Now, we're talking about a slideshow that said no men and women's sports, border is closed, criminal illegals are being deported, all of that. Now, this is where her fans really started going off because a lot of them are LGBTQ plus, and they felt like she was supporting anti-trans policies. And people were in the comments dragging her, saying she's an immigrant herself, supporting transphobic propaganda. But Nicki didn't stop there. On November 1st, Trump made a post about Christians being prosecuted and killed in Nigeria, and Nicki co-signed. She thanked him for speaking out and said no group should ever be prosecuted for practicing their religion. Now, when her LGBTQ plus fans called her out about supporting Trump after everything he's done to their community, Nicki doubled down.
They be hating Trump, but they be voting for Trump for president. I don't be understanding it.
She told them they were making it about themselves when
Hey guys, it's your boy Quay, your boys back with another video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you guys can be notified once your boy posts another video. So today basically got Nicki Minaj sparks chaos after Trump appearance, and Amanda Seales and Tamika Mallory call her out. Honestly, a lot of people kept talking about Nicki Minaj. They were saying that they didn't like the fact that I guess she was like supporting Trump, and she lost like a lot of followers based off of her, I guess, like beliefs or things that she believe about and believe in when it comes down to Trump. And I was just like, how could y'all bash Nicki Minaj, for having her own beliefs? Like, a lot of people have their own beliefs when it comes down to like many different topics. It don't have to be anything that dealing with politics or political things. Like, it could be about anything. And I just didn't understand why people are like bashing Nicki because she has her own opinion of a couple of things and stuff. So I was like, sometimes like different foods, like you might like apples, I might like oranges. I shouldn't bash you because you like apples. Like, that don't have nothing to do, with anything. Like, that's your belief. If you feel like apples is better than oranges, then that's you. So it's like a lot of people, I guess when it comes down to like politics, is like a lot of people have their own exceptions and opinions about things, and they want to, like, I guess, like cancel you or do something to you because they don't believe the same thing that you believe. I just see somebody put in the comments, they say Nicki Minaj, she is not a Trump supporting spree. She cares that hundreds of people are being sabotaged for their religious beliefs. Please don't make this about Trump. Side note, I'm not nor have ever been a bar, but I understand how she feels. Another person put Nicki can go on with her fake outrage. She's petting their racist rogu agenda. Nicki is a self-centered fraud. Every time she opens her mouth, she reminds me of why I don't like her. There are a lot of paid puppets. So it's like everybody have their own opinions on these situations and stuff, and like now they bashing Nicki Minaj because they feel like she has an agenda, and the only reason why she's supporting Trump is for, I guess, her brother, which is kind of like crazy and stuff. But we're gonna react to this video, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel, y'all, and let's get into this video.
So Nicki Minaj just spoke at the United Nations, and the internet is going crazy. So before we get into the UN speech, we need to talk about all the stuff that led up to that moment, because Nicki has been
She
on
looked
a
good too.
supporting
I
spree.
seen like in
So
her all
let's
black.
rewind to early November. The White House TikTok page posted Trump and Melania with Nicki Minaj's song "Bees in the Trap" playing in the background, and Nicki went crazy over this. She reposted it talking about the First Lady and President of the United States, and she promised unlimited backstage passes to whoever uploaded it to the White House TikTok. Now, at first, people were like, okay, maybe she's just excited, her song is being used, but then she kept going. A few days later, Nicki reposted another White House TikTok, and it was literally celebrating Trump's policies. Now, we're talking about a slideshow that said no men and women's sports, border is closed, criminal illegals are being deported, all of that. Now, this is where her fans really started going off because a lot of them are LGBTQ plus, and they felt like she was supporting anti-trans policies. And people were in the comments dragging her, saying she's an immigrant herself, supporting transphobic propaganda. But Nicki didn't stop there. On November 1st, Trump made a post about Christians being prosecuted and killed in Nigeria, and Nicki co-signed. She thanked him for speaking out and said no group should ever be prosecuted for practicing their religion. Now, when her LGBTQ plus fans called her out about supporting Trump after everything he's done to their community, Nicki doubled down.
They be hating Trump, but they be voting for Trump for president. I don't be understanding it.
She told them they were making it about themselves when Christians are being murdered. So all of this led to her getting invited to speak at the United Nations by Trump's UN ambassador Mike Waltz. And yesterday, Nicki became the first female rapper to ever address the UN. She showed up in an all-black dress, admitted she was very nervous, and gave a speech thanking Trump for his leadership on the Nigeria situation. She talked about Christians being targeted and killed in Nigeria and said protecting them is about uniting humanity, not taking sides.
It is an honor to stand on this stage with you and the other distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians.
It doesn't age at all. Like,
I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage and calling for urgent action.
she looked the same from like when she came out.
Stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief.
But this is the thing, y'all. Experts and even the Nigerian government are pushing back on Trump's claims. Now, they're saying the violence in Nigeria affects everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs, not just Christians. The Nigerian president even said that he was shocked that Trump was talking about potentially invading their country. Now, let's get into the reactions, because Amanda Seales and Tamika Mallory both had something to say about this whole situation. Now, y'all already know Amanda is very outspoken. So Amanda Seales spoke out, and she said that this is a perfect example as to why it's important to have people around you who know more than you. Take a look.
Nicki Minaj working with Trump admin on plight of Christians in Nigeria.
Either she's getting a check, or she was mad the whole time,
What?
or she's genuinely thinks that she's doing something good, which, by the way, is why y'all need to have people around you that know more than you. And by y'all, I don't just mean celebrities. Everybody. Everybody should have people around them that they can consult with, that think differently than you, that hold you in a place of values. Just so you understand what's happening here with the plight of Christians in Nigeria, there is a plight of Christians in Nigeria. However, the U.S., what does that have to do with the United States? The United States is using this as a ploy, as a proxy, to find their way into Nigeria so that they can then find their way into the Sahel states of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, who, as you know, are coming together to begin a process of Pan-Africanism on the continent. They are taking back their resources from France. They are saying we are going to build our own infrastructures. This undermines the global empire's goal, and so they have to try and shut it down. Now, we saw earlier this year with AFRICOM, and that coon, that general who tried to say, oh, you know, they got some problems going down in Burkina Faso. They're continuing to try to make this happen, the same way that they're making fetch happen in Venezuela right now. When do we stop allowing ourselves to be used? But that's not all, y'all. Tamika Mallory came out with a strongly worded video warning about the consequences of aligning with Donald Trump.
So you guys know that over the last few years, I've really tried to be intentional about what I say in public about Black folks. I try to be really careful, but some things require a public statement. And as I've been watching this situation unfold with Nicki Minaj and Trump and Nigeria, I thought it was important for me to say a few things. attention to Nigeria, understanding his history, there will absolutely be exploitation, theft of resources. Somebody that he knows wants something from Nigeria. It could be a business partner, it could be a friend, it could be a said corporation, it could even be his family members. But they will invade Nigeria and exploit the people for their own benefit. And they will throw Nicki Minaj to the wolves because they could care less. They couldn't care less about their sister. The unfortunate part about all of this is that there will forever be a stain associated with this moment that this sister will have to walk with. She will 100% see bloodshed because innocent Nigerians will be harmed and even likely killed as a result of whatever is to come. And she will have that on her hands. And it is pretty sad to watch because what we know is that Trump, often uses black people and black culture to harm black people here and abroad. And it is happening in real time. And that sister is going to carry this moment with her forever. So today is a
But you can't you can't put that on her because that's her belief. Like,
long before we all get to see how it unfolds. Maybe she knows, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't have anybody around her to inform her. But history tells what's going to happen. And it's, again, a pretty sad day.
Now, to be real, Tamika has a very strong point. I mean, Trump always has an ulterior motive when it comes to anything, so you really can't trust anything that he says he's going to do or why he's going to do it. Now, Nicki keeps saying she's not taking political sides, but she spoke at the UN on behalf of the Trump administration, so it's kind of hard to sit there and say that she's not really taking sides. So the big question is was this really about Christians in Nigeria, or was Nicki being used as a pawn in a bigger political game? And to be honest, with Trump's history, I absolutely feel like he's using her because, again, he has a history of using people to get what he wants. But I want to know, what do you guys feel about this situation? What do you guys feel about Nicki being a Trump supporter and backing him? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about this situation. That's all I have for you, and I'll talk to you later.
honestly, yo, I'm gonna have to agree to disagree. Honestly, I understand, where she's coming from and stuff, but I feel like you can't put the blame just on Nicki. Like, you can't. Like, Nicki don't have the say so. Nicki don't have, you know, the power to do something. You see what I'm saying? Everything revolves around Trump. I mean, he's the president. He decides, what he's gonna do. Just because Nicki Minaj have her own personal belief doesn't mean y'all should like bash her or blame her for something that she believe in. Like certain times, like some people might agree with a person, but they not might not agree everything and everything with a person. So I feel like y'all shouldn't like bash Nicki Minaj just because of that. And why does it have to be like, oh, Trump is using Nicki Minaj because Trump is the type of person that you can't trust, and he like to do things, for black people just to, harm black people. Like, I don't feel like you should do that, honestly. Like, why is it not the other way around? Why is not like Nicki bashing? Nicki is using Trump. Why is not that? Like, it could be possibly that. I mean, hey, Nicki Minaj, when it comes down to like politics and stuff, is like that's a big ordeal. That's that decides like the world. I mean, Nicki Minaj is about to drop her album next year. How y'all know this can't be like promo for her? How do y'all know that's not putting her on a pedestal to where like she can promote her album by doing this? Y'all never know nothing. So I feel like y'all shouldn't bash anybody just because of a person's belief. Like, it's not making honestly sense to me. And I feel like people need to stop doing that. Like, it's really cringy. It's really whack to do something like that. And let people believe what they want to believe. Like, I mean, everybody have their own points of views. That's why we used to debate in school. That's why we used to do different things, argument and essays. We all had like our own point of views in different things. It don't have to be dealing just with politics. It could be with dealing, with things in life in general. Like, everything is just a debate. Everything is just debatable. Like everybody have their own opinions, and you know, you might believe in something, I might believe in something, we might agree to disagree, and that's about life. You know, that's a part of life. You feel me? So y'all let that go and stop bashing Nicki Minaj, honestly. But that's it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 3K subscribers. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about these situations. Do y'all feel like Nicki Minaj did something right? Do y'all feel like, you know, she did something that's bad? Y'all let me know in the comments, and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 3K subscribers, y'all. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. As always, be breezy, don't be easy. Yeah.
What can I say? Can you blame? She wanna be paid. Never stress, I'm blessed what I say. I don't care what nobody say. I am lit.